My name is Clayton Delaney and I'm glad that you're here. So sit down, kick your shoes off, and by the way, I'm not a Red Sox fan. So if you don't know, I live in the state of Oklahoma. I was born here, I was raised here, and quite frankly, I love the state of Oklahoma. I love the people, I love the food, which everything is deep fried, so how could you go wrong with that? I also love the weather. This last week, I went to work and it was 82 degrees. And by the time I got off, we had had sleet, hail, extreme lightning and storms, 60-mile-an-hour winds. It was 28 degrees. As I've met people that aren't from the state of Oklahoma, I've run into misconceptions of Oklahoma. And so I'm going to give you a top 5 list of misconceptions that I've come across from people that aren't from Oklahoma. So number 5, we don't live in teepees. We actually have houses, and that's where we're at right now. We're in my house. Now, I'm not saying that there's not some rogue individual that lives off the grid and doesn't have anything hooked up to electricity. They live in an underground bunker that's like a shipping containment unit. Anyways, we don't live in teepees. Number 4, we do have cell phones and internet. Otherwise, how would I have put this up? I'm not going to climb up a telephone pole like on Green Acres and hack into a telephone line because I don't want to get shot off of it. I saw a squirrel do that once, not try to hack into the telephone line, but it grounded out somehow and it shot the poor thing way into the air. I really don't know what happened to it. Number 3! We don't all love country music, and I can personally attest to this. I don't really care for country music. I used to like country music before I had my own taste, and my mom and my sister listened to country music, and so since they listened to country music and I basically had to be with them all the time, I had to listen to country music, and it was either be miserable the whole time or just act like you enjoyed it. So once I got old enough to kind of not have to go everywhere that they were at, I could stay home by myself, or I didn't think I was going to, try to stick my foot down the toilet, I found different kinds of music, so we don't all love country music. Number 2, we don't all love NASCAR. Now, I know that NASCAR is a big growing sport. I can personally attest to this too. I don't enjoy NASCAR. The races take forever, and they only make one turn. It's 1,400 left-hand turns. Yeah, people say if you go to the racetrack it'll just change your mind because the cars are whipping by or super fast, but you pay a lot of money to sit in the sun next to people that are like, "Wow, I love that Dale Earnhardt Jr., he's so great," right? And I just really don't want to have to put up with it. I would watch if somewhere in the mix randomly of the race, if somebody held up like a flag or a card and that meant that you had to stop your car and turn it around and go the opposite way, I would watch then. The number one thing that's misconceived about Oklahoma is that tornadoes don't seek us out. Yes, we have a lot of tornadoes, but we geographically live in an area that meteorologists call Tornado Alley. Now, some people would say, oh, I would never want to be in a tornado. I would never want to be in an earthquake. At least you can see a tornado coming. Like, you look out and you see a wall cloud, you say, that's a high probability that there's going to be some storms in that, and there could be something that produces a tornado, right? You also have meteorologists who can look through the satellites and stuff and say, hey, there's rotation in this, something could drop down. You have storm chasers that are on, ham radios and walkie-talkies and CBs, and they're calling everybody saying, hey, there's tornadoes that are about to touch down here and here and here. At least you have sirens that can warn you as well. So there's lots of things that can warn you about a tornado, but not an earthquake. And the only way you get away from an earthquake is to get in a helicopter. And everybody knows that, right? If you come to Oklahoma, just understand that we don't live in teepees. We do have cell phones and internet. We don't all like country music. And we don't all like NASCAR. So a side note, we do have a lot of people that live in trailer homes. And just because it may seem like the tornadoes are, God is trying to get rid of the trailer people, that's really not what's happening. We just live in an area, like I said, where tornadoes come through a lot. So that's my 5 misconceptions about Oklahoma. We will see you later. I hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Rate, like, comment, share, favorite this video. And we hope to see you in Oklahoma. If you ever come to Oklahoma, let me know. And I'll see if we can meet you and hang out with you. Not that we're a big deal. We can at least show you where to go if there's a tornado. Watch your first tornado. Wouldn't that be romantic to bring your loved one to watch a tornado come out of the heavens and suck your butt up and throw you 3 counties over? That'd be great.